I mean, I wouldn't climb a mountain after, to spend another 12 hours of the day shooting a movie, you know.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to climb a mountain if that was the part that was supposed to be fun.
But
No, but like you got to give Sean B a lot of credit because like he set his mind to one thing. All of his characters die. And he stuck to it 10 years later, man. Like,
well, yeah, I actually just watched a show with him in it like a few months ago. I watched The Medici. It's a show on Netflix. It was really good. It's a really good show. It's awkward because now he has long hair like he did to his Boromir, but he doesn't have the beard. And when you'll anyone else can see when you get older as a guy and you shave the beard off, your face just gets puffy. Yeah, you ever notice that in guys? I mean, that's what happens to me every time I shave my beard. And I mean, I'm only 24, going on 85, but um, but no.
I
So I
felt you
mean,
there, man.
I like that. But so let's move on to keep this, so we're not just talking to, praising Sean Bean.
I could do it all day, man. He's one of my favorite actors, to be honest.
He's really good. But so the weakest character.
The weakest character in Lord of the Rings, eh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you go first on this one.
All right. So again, we talked about this before. I agreed with you. It's definitely Frodo. Like he does such a good job. Like for the large, like I don't even know if I could say that because what I was going to say he does a good job not falling to the temptations of the ring for the largest part of Fellowship of the Ring. But then I've been watching this movie a lot this summer because I haven't had a life. But like.
Hashtag coronavirus.
Yeah, basically. And I keep breaking my boat. But
10 years from now, people are going to be like, I remember the coronavirus.
One does not simply remember the coronavirus. But no, so like after looking back at it again, you can't really say that he doesn't fall for the temptations because literally like you're like maybe 15 minutes after he gets the ring in the movie, when he meets the first Wraith, the first Black Rider, they're underneath that little like tree, like thing, hole under the tree.
Yeah, where he's just sitting there like, oh, I can do it.
He's about to do like the grandfather trick where he's like, hold on. Like, I don't even, how the hell do they do it?
Look at that. We have our first bloopers.
This whole video's of bloopers, man. But,
yeah. No, dude, like that's like one of my favorite things about Frodo is like he's told one fucking thing in the entire movie. Yeah, he's given one goddamn rule. And like anytime the situation gets bad, what does he do? He starts rimming the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's about to get hot and bothered with this ring and like he's just every fucking time. Like without fail, Moria, he put on the ring. Freaking
the bar in the hell's it called there?
Oh shit.
And Bree, Pony. He's in the prancing pony, and like, hold on. First off, it magically falls onto his finger, which I mean, I get that. It's a fantasy movie and a fantasy series and everything, but like.
Gravity has no rules in fantasy, homie.
That thing came down like a basketball running around a rim. And like it was like 3, and then Frodo's just like gone. But
well, you've obviously seen the original Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
Could you imagine if they just did what they did with him in the lunch tray scene, where he had to just try and do it again and again because they didn't want to CGI it until he got it right?
But no, so I mean, I think that's definitely something. I think he's definitely the weakest character, just because he just kind of like he can't do the one thing that he's told to do, as you pointed out. But on top of it, he just whines the whole time. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, anytime I gotta like wake up to go to class or wake up to go to work, it's always like, oh, I don't want to do it. But like. You're looking at literally 3 movies of this guy walking to a volcano.
Everybody in that movie's fucking walking.
You got 3 movies of this guy walking to a volcano, just complaining about the fact that it fell on him to do it.
Yeah,
But
that's like me waking up every morning, right, and going to my welding class, and you're my roommate, and I wake up at 6 o'clock, and then you wake up at 6 o'clock to go to your like English class or something like that, and I'm like, I can't believe I have to do this. You wouldn't understand. You don't have this stress, and then I walk
yeah,
anyways, and
but
then we walk together to class.
yeah, yeah.
No,
See,
no, better. We walk together to class, but you actually carry me three
which I
quarters of the way.
I think that's a good crossing over part to like the other thing to talk about is not who's the strongest in the movies, but who's spiritually the strongest in the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
So like the strongest willed
Yeah, the
character.
strongest willed, the person that perseveres. I feel like I'm doing like a training video for a job. um, the person that like their spirit's not broken, strong willed, like you said. But we definitely agreed on this too. So I mean, I'll let you,
Oh, this is a hard one. I mean, obviously, like Sam's the first pick. Everybody's gonna pick Sam. Sam's a badass. But like, there's so many other characters that I want to say were such strong-willed.
mm.
Um, I mean, shit. Look at Gandalf. He's like, oh fuck, I'm back for a sixth movie. Here we go.
So maybe we don't agree on this. So I'll let you finish with what you were gonna.
Is the like strongest will is just really hard for me because the whole point of the fellowship is to help Frodo on his journey, and they end up just carrying him,
Mm.
and they all don't give up. Like going back to Sean Bean, like, dude, he's the strongest character by far, even willfully. He's sitting there taking arrows to the chest like a G, mind you, and he's still blowing that damn horn with minimized lung capacity
Well,
to
no,
let everybody else know that, hey, there's shit going down over here. They're taking the little ones. Like,
but actually, to be fair though, he's not blowing the horn after he takes the arrow to the chest. He stops at that point.
after after the
After
first
he
one, doesn't he?
No, after the first one, he's just kind of like, all right, I've got all these orcs charging me. I'm going to have to fight them off. He's blowing the horn before that, but I don't think he touches the horn again after that first arrow. Because, I mean, obviously, I think at that point it either falls down or it's like swinging around him or something like that. But see what I think. Well, let's let you give us your definitive answer.
I've got to go Sam. He's the obvious choice. I think anybody's gonna pick that choice. He did more than his fair share. I mean, he even gave us a decent stew recipe. Like, just
Potatoes.
boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Yeah, I mean, see, I don't know because like going into this, I was thinking Sam. However, I think I might have a tie in my mind.
Are you thinking like Arwen or who?
Gollum.
I hate Gollum. Me personally, I can't like him. Like I try so hard to like him and I can't.
Well, I'm not saying you have to like him. I'm just saying that he's the most strong-willed.
Because he wouldn't give up on the ring.
Yeah, like he followed, he followed the Fellowship all the way through the first movie, and
True.
then still followed Sam and Frodo into the Two Towers.
Shout out to Peter Jackson for messing up the CGI in Fellowship to show Gollum following them. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah. But no, I mean, he followed him, and then, like, look at the ending of the movie. He literally is just, like, jumps into a volcano after the freaking ring. I mean, he gets kind of pushed, but, I mean, I still think that if Frodo would have just been, like, and just flicked the ring over there, Gollum would have jumped, and fell into the volcano. I mean,
yeah, and then it did the rim thing again.
But I mean, don't get me wrong though. Like he had a goal. He was going to get that ring back, and he in the end he got the ring back.
I really liked how Peter Jackson portrayed the differences and the likenesses between Frodo and Gollum, because they were essentially two halves of a coin.
Yeah.
Like if Frodo didn't have Sam there to keep him on target, I think he would have fell to the darkness. But like for one of the like the strongest characters that don't do shit though, who do you think? Like who's your character?
Wait, you're saying the strongest character that
Yeah,
doesn't
like
do anything?
they're like portrayed as the strongest character, but in the end they're freaking useless the whole time.